So the first thing we're gonna start with here is making our amazing dressing, because we are going to top a broccoli salad that is going to be your new favorite. So what this is gonna start with is, this is cashew yogurt. So one of my new favorite finds. It's thick and rich. It reminds me kind of Greek yogurt. You can see the brand that I'm using here. But it's got that thick, umptious flavor, but almond yogurt or coconut yogurt or any plant-based yogurt will work here. So you're gonna start with some cashew yogurt, and then we're just gonna add a little bit of vegan mayonnaise. Now I am making a large batch here because honestly, it goes over so good in our family that I just always like to make a double batch. So then we had the vegan mayonnaise. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. You can kind of just eyeball it. There we go. And then we're gonna add some apple cider vinegar. And once again, I'm doubling this. So I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons. This is gonna give us our bitey, like when you think of broccoli salad, it's kind of got that sweet, creamy, tangy bite, and the apple cider vinegar is what is going to give us that bite. Then we're gonna add some salt and some pepper, and then just a little splash. Once again, this dressing, it does always have like a little bit of sweet in it. So I'm just gonna use, you can use a little bit of maple syrup. I'm gonna use a little bit of agave. Yum. Okay, and that is it, my friends. It comes together just that simply. We will stir it up. And I love doing it right in one of these big measuring cups, because then you're only dirtying one dish, opposed to using all kinds of different measuring tools. And you make this a few times, I promise you won't even have to measure it anymore. And you might want to add in some poppy seeds would be great. And if you like things a little spicy, you could definitely add in some red chili flakes. So this dressing, of course, is only as good as what we're going to put it on. And what I've prepared here is, this is gonna be our broccoli salad. So you have just, I took little broccoli stems earlier and I washed them and broke them into just these bite-sized pieces, and then threw in some red onion. So if you're like me, I love an onion flavor, but I don't love too much of it. But if you love onions, you can add a little bit more than the recipe calls for. But to even bump this up further, we are gonna add some sunflower seeds. Now when I had this growing up, this salad was loaded with mayonnaise, and I think there was like bacon and sometimes cheese in it. So you, I promise, aren't gonna miss any of the, this salad is just as satisfying, even though we're not adding in all of the bacon and cheese. And that is it. So you just had some cranberries, your red onions, your broccoli, and the sunflower seeds, and all you do is pour this amazing dressing all over the top. And you can absolutely make this in advance. It actually gets better as it sits in the refrigerator, especially overnight. So you'll just take this and mix it. Oh my goodness, if you could smell this. It smells just like sweet, but yet tangy. And this is a great way, not only a salad that would feed a crowd, but it is a great way to get in some raw veggies, which I'll be honest, normally I love to heat my veggies through. I'm not known as a salad lover, but I absolutely am obsessed with this salad. It has everything you would want. Creamy, texture. Let's just have a little bite here. I am telling you, you are gonna love this. So let me get a big spoon and just plate some up for you so you can see this. And this is gonna go so amazing with our barbecue sliders. Okay, yum. I think I'm hungry. I'm making, okay, so here we go. Let me see, where are you at? Look at that beauty, right? Yum. Okay, so this salad, I'm gonna have to hold off and not eat the whole plate because I want to show you the barbecue. The camera angle so you can see this. So see how it is? This is a hard, can you kind of hear it? So this is a dehydrated organic soybean, okay? And when we mix this with moisture or liquid, it is gonna reconstitute and take on whatever flavor. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to get my hand in the angle here. Which way? Oh, there we go. Maybe? Anyway, I'll flip it back. Yes, 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 and yes. It even has like the little burnt bites, right? Like traditional barbecue. And check out how this, oh my gosh, comes together. Whoa. It's so, so, so delicious. So let me grab a quick. I'll show you under this. Just kind of load them. There we go. Whoop. In the angle. There we go. Just load it up. Put the topper. Flip the camera angle and we will get started. Now, if you don't have a food processor, once again, borrow one. Or one of my favorite tips is go onto Facebook Marketplace, because anybody who gets married, has some kind of big celebration, they get one of these. And a lot of times they don't use them because they don't take my cooking classes. So go on Facebook Marketplace, and true story, my food processor broke just last week. I'd had it for 4 years and it was amazing. Went on Marketplace, this food processor, which is, I believe, a 13 cup by Cuisinart, normally is over $300. I bought this, and I'm serious, true story, for under $100, right? And it was brand new. It was just sitting in the box, never been used because the person didn't know how to use it. And what's even better is once I let them know what I did for a living, now they are following. So hopefully they don't want their food processor back. But anyway, that is my favorite place. Go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, wherever's your favorite. So what this is gonna start with is an organic can of black beans. Make sure, where's the angle? Here we go. So we're just gonna dump that in with the liquid. The liquid is so key here because when you think about brownies, there's normally eggs and there's normally a lot of oil. The bean liquid is actually gonna act as our oil. So make sure you don't drain them. And that's why I recommend also buy the low sodium or no salt organic ones since we're gonna use all of it. Then we're just gonna add some cocoa powder. Try to get this all in the shot. There we go, some cocoa powder. We're gonna use some oats. So this is just what I call oat flour. I have a video in the Plant Powered Hallway on how to make this, but don't buy it. Just buy a big container of organic gluten-free oats, and you'll just make this right in your blender or even your food processor. But I love using oat flour because it's so filling, it's loaded with fiber, it's a whole grain. And I like to tell people that when you make brownies this way, they're so healthy you could eat them for breakfast. So then I add, what goes better with chocolate than peanut butter? So this is powdered peanut butter. I use the brand PB Fit, but this is gonna give us a great peanut butter flavor without having to add too much peanut butter, but we are gonna add a little bit of regular peanut butter as well. I cannot say this enough, when you buy peanut butter, read the label. The label in peanut butter should only say peanuts and maybe salt. It doesn't need to have any added sugars. It definitely doesn't need to have any added oils. And when you look at most peanut butters, there's all kinds of extra ingredients in it and you just don't need them. They're actually, I'm sure you've heard the word before, fillers. They're just using them as fillers. So then we're gonna use 1 heaping tablespoon of chia seeds. Chia seeds is gonna add amazing fiber and protein, and it's also gonna act as a binding agent. And chia seeds is one of those seeds that if you get them wet, they will actually 10x in size. So instead of using eggs, I like to use either chia seeds, ground flax seeds, which is what we're gonna add next, or a combination of both. So if you don't have, say you only have chia seeds and you don't have flax seeds or vice versa, just double up. Flaxseed makes they both make a great binder. And then the final thing for a sweetener, you can use some real maple syrup, some agave, or some honey. But instead of using any kind of refined sugars, I always like to use some natural sugars. And if you can hear in the background, the soy curls I was showing you earlier in the Instapot, they're already about ready. They're steaming and getting ready to go. That's how fast we all come together. So this is the first time using my new food processor with you guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn this on. So let's stop that and take a look. Which way does it come off? To the right. My other one came off to the left. Now take a look. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello. Do you see this like yummy batter? Oh my gosh. Okay. So the final ingredient, and you don't want to add this too much in advance because you'll crush them all up, is you're going to add in some chocolate chips. Now I use the chocolate chips that are dairy-free, and they will say right on there. So one of the brands that I like is actually called Enjoy Life. Am I flipping it the right way? Here, I'll show you. let me flip the camera. Like, do you see this? This is so good. And here's what, this is just between us because we're good friends. This batter has no eggs in it, right? Because it's plant powered. So sometimes my sweet Eric and I, we just will eat the batter because it's so good. I mean, we'll make some, we'll definitely turn them into brownies, but you can use this batter on a sheet tray, or you can use it in little like muffin tin cups. Works super, super great. But I have one that I want to show you. So now what I would normally do, and let me show you what these look like when they come out of the oven. I'm gonna grab them right here for you. I made these earlier just so I had them in time to show you how beautiful. So when they come out of the oven, you'll just put them, this is a single batch that I made here. When they come out of the oven, you'll top them with a few other chocolate chips so they get little melty. And here, let me put you down a little more so you can see close. Yes, yes, yes. And let me cut one so you can see how absolutely delicious these are. And they're made with beans and oats and truly everything that's good for you. And I say it jokingly, or here, I'll cut over here. I say it jokingly, but kind of serious. These are so healthy, you could eat them for breakfast. It's got peanut butter, it's got oats, cocoa powder, flaxseed, chia seed. Wait till you see this. Here it comes, here it comes. Oh, hold on, where's the camera angle? Yup, maybe. It's so funny. Am I almost there? Here, I'll flip.